Good morning, traders, and welcome to this week's weekly market analysis, Monday the 13th of May. All right, this week, the highlights for the week are, of course, tomorrow we have our federal budget due out. That's around about forecasted for 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night. That's due out. We also have unemployment data, which is due out on Thursday. And from the US, we have the CPI data, which is due out later in the week. So look out for those. They're the highlights that I have for you this week. As always, I've got them posted up here right next to me, so you can take a look. But this morning, let's just kick off and get started with our analysis of each market. And we'll kick off with the Aussie US dollar. All right, Aussie US dollar, we have been tracking this one. We drew in this line last week and we're trying to see where it was going to take us. We were looking for a little trade down there. It kind of set up, didn't really set up, it's just been meandering right there. So the reality is we're probably still waiting for the same situation if it happens. For example, we get a nice inside candle there. We can still look for it on the downside off that level. Alternatively, if we break through, well then we're looking for the reversal to occur on that top line, which is a converging triangle. I'll show you that in a minute. Or alternatively, if it just keeps on coming down to this side, then we can look for a reversal on this bottom support back towards the center. And of course, those two outer regions, for those of you who have not watched the weeks before, it is a converging triangle. That's what I've been tracking, and we are still in that one as we speak. All right, so there you have it. That's our Aussie US for this week. Let's move along, have a look at the euro. Okay, euro, we are on a downtrend, quite obvious. And we're looking, we don't necessarily need to come up to this line that I've just drawn in, but we're looking for reversal to occur somewhere there to continue the trend downwards. In other words, the market has most recently come up from here, pushing up. If it shows me that it is now going to reverse back down, well then that's my trigger to become a seller in this particular market. All right, so I'll leave all my markings as I have them. The little yellow one just reminds me of what I'm basically looking for, but at the moment we have not had a trigger. Okay, so actually give me one moment, let me just zoom in a little bit. Some of you may be in this trade. This is a reversal candle set, these two here. Okay, those two are a reversal, so some of you, if you have seen that, you would have triggered. Your entry level would be around about there, and you're looking to trade down. You haven't been stopped out, and the current level is here, so you're a little bit negative on the trade, but still playing out. If you did not see that one, not to worry, we'll just look for the next entry, as I just explained a few moments ago, and I'm looking for a reversal to occur somewhere in here to become a seller. All right, that's the Euro USD. Let's move along. US Yen. Okay, this one, let me zoom out first of all so I can explain it. I've been following that top line for quite some time. This one dates back to 2022, so it's 2 years old. That one goes back to 2023, October 23. So it's about, what's that, 6 months ago. And we came up to that level again through this region here. And we were sort of zigzagging along. We weren't breaking through, weren't pushing down until finally it's pushed through and shot straight up. Now, let me zoom back in now that I've explained that. Previous level here was acting as resistance. Then I said once we shoot through, we come back, it's quite normal that it can act as support now. So that's exactly what's happened. I was looking for a reversal pattern. We were here last Monday, okay, and I was thinking hopefully it pushes down a little bit more, shows me the reversal, and then we can go for it. It didn't do that, it just went up, so we've actually missed that trade, which is, well, it's just the way that it works out. So not to worry, let me delete this now and let me get rid of this line because we don't need it anymore. What we're looking for now is we're in a simple straight uptrend. We just need to see if this level can break through that, or if it starts to break, come down, then I'm going to be interested in between these two regions. I need to clear either that on the upside or this on the downside before If it's on the upside, it's re-establishing the trend that we're going up. If it's on the downside, it could be a trend reversal. So for the time being on the USCN, let's do nothing and let's monitor these two regions that I've marked right now on my chart. All right, and what I'll do is I'm just going to highlight them so that I can remember just roughly. So I want to be leaving those two regions before I get interested in a trade over here. All right, GBP USD. GBP USD, we are actually triggered in a trade over here. Let me zoom in. So going into downtrend, we can see that the candles that I've highlighted over there, that is a setup for us. And we triggered over here. The trade went down. Some of you may have hit your profit target, that distance there. But it'd be close because your stop would have been over here, so it's roughly a 1-to-1 sort of trade if you did that. But alternatively, if you didn't, you're still in the trade. We're up on the trade, and we're just still trying to push towards your target limits on that one, which would be probably around about here somewhere. And the way that I judge that is from my entry point. Let's just do it graphically so we can see it easily. There's my entry point, which is right there. I'll just put a mark right there. My stop would have been over here. So this distance here is my risk, my stop distance. So naturally I would want my target to be typically about 1.5 of that distance there, which graphically says to me it's around about there somewhere. Okay, so you're still in this trade. So let's see how that one plays out. That one is GBP USD, and we're still holding there. Okay, all right. WTI drawn in a support line over here. We've been there once, twice, 3 times, and we're there right now. All right, what I'm looking for is I am looking for the market to show me that it has come from the top down to my support line, shows me that it wants to reverse, and then happy to become a buyer in this market if I get the reversal. At the moment, I'll look at this cluster of candles and I do not have my trigger as yet, so I'm still holding, and let's see if we can produce inside candle. Really, that's the one that I'm looking for on this particular case, so let's see if I can get that one. Okay. All right, that is WTI, and the final one for this week is gold. Gold, let's have a look. Last week we were looking through this cluster to become a buyer in continuation of that trend, because it's pulled up, come down, and then shot off again, pulled up, come down, and we're looking for that. Let's see, however, did not get a clear signal throughout that cluster, and it seems to be moving away from that. So for now, with gold, I'm going to wait, and I'm just going to put a mark on this top level over here. I want to see if it clears it, or if all of a sudden we get some resistance there and we may have an opportunity to trade back down. So let me just put a mark on my chart. Just going to mark it in that region there, so that when I next look at this chart, I remember what I am trying to achieve here. Okay, so there you have it, guys. That is the analysis for this week, which is Monday the 13th of May. Again, please keep an eye out on what is happening in terms of data coming out this week. I said already the budget comes out tomorrow around about 7:30 p.m. We also have unemployment data locally for Australia, and the other highlight was US CPI data due out this week. Have a great trading week, and I will speak to you next week for the weekly market analysis. Bye for now.